real song?
Bro, here, I got. Oh, I'm gonna show this.
No, you don't have to do shit. You do not have to do. Yeah, dude, I live under Ragnarok.
Dude, he loves that theme. What?
Oh, Jesus, not the Ragnarok.
You know that was good.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you finally admitted to being Ragnarok. We can keep going, and that's your new nickname.
Yeah, shit. That's not
Please.
my legacy.
Yo, it's been so long. I cannot remember. Was it something you made wasn't it that you made an error in a like a movie quiz thing for Corey?
No,
And you
it's
said-
an error.
What it was? No, it's actually
And-
funny. I'm glad Allie forgot what it was. So basically, Alan. It was all Alan. He made.
Literally
so long
didn't know
ago,
you when this
I can't
happened.
remember.
And
Literally
Alan,
was not your friend.
And Alan kept asking, and he was doing weird polls like on Children Toast, like
Oh, I'm
Super Mario
fuck you,
Galaxy.
David Lee. I'm calling you out right goddamn now.
And-
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Seriously though, y'all, like David Lee, come on, brother, terrible.
Like you're just fucking with us. Grand Theft Auto versus StarCraft? There's like 2 StarCraft games.
I just want to let you know. I will say here first, David Lee. I know that you're fucking with them and you're trolling them, and I think it's funny. The end. So that's all that.
No, he's not fucking trolling because when he did this shit last year with the movies, he did the exact same thing. He just does a bunch of random bullshit, doesn't bother to show any kind of brackets before or after, and doesn't bother to sit there and be like, well, maybe these shows are different genres. Maybe there's different stuff going on. He never does any of that shit. He admits to it. So he just throws a random Rolodex. So at the end, it's whatever's the most popular. Which one do you most recognize? I bet The Wire would probably beat most television shows because most people are fond of it. Breaking Bad might be the only television show that could outdo The Wire. If this was season 6 of Game of Thrones, good fucking luck beating that one.
Alan's just mad because democracy is just a popularity contest and he loses at it.
No, but it's like it's like the equivalent of like we're gonna put a Democrat up against someone from France.
I just wish at this point, Jet
Always
comes
vote
in.
for the French politician, all right?
I fucking guess so.
I want Jet to come and just be like, "Yo, bro, it's not real." You know what I mean? Like,
Yo,
like I should do
politics
last-
politics ain't real, yo. France ain't real.
politics is stage. I will say that shit's predetermined.
Oh, of course
right?
it is. We learned that recently.
Uh-huh.
Fucking that,
Yo,
that's
man,
WWE.
matter of fact, one of my favorite political philosophers recently, I think it was Renegade Cut. JP actually showed him out, so shout out to JP showing me some cool YouTubers. But he basically broke it down and talking about how like politics has now just become about the showboating since like the 1960s between the debate versus Kennedy and Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
Not Reagan, Nixon, where it was like about looks and presentation, all that shit kind of came about. Mm-hmm. And one of the things they were talking about was like how if you look at like wrestling, how they lose the audience, it has the same reaction of when a politician begins to lose their base, and comparing like Biden losing his support and almost becoming the major heel of the Democratic Party. But because there's no one else, they're still pushing him through because still people like a good heel.
Wow, that
No, there is someone else. They just don't want the actual other person that could possibly win.
Yeah,
or beat
but
Trump.
to most DNC centrists, like Bernie might as well be John Cena.
wow.
Or Roman Reigns, I guess.
That's the
Yeah,
this is the only
because
podcast
they
we
don't want
hear
him,
that
bro.
shit
They
from
don't
people.
want him.
We'll just do a new show, Ganja, Ringside Politics.
There we go. That
We'll
would
compare
actually be great.
politics to wrestling and shit.
And we'll make sure Nick's on every show just so he can go, yeah, like that time with Stone Cold,
Yo,
right?
the collapse of capitalism is similar to the constant revamping of The Undertaker to the point now they're doing Rollin' without the Rollin' music video.
Do you guys really think I have a crush on Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yes.
Okay,
Motherfucker,
I just
what?
Thought, I just
You're
thought.
like
Yeah, and I kind of
girl
like
from
Keanu
the-
Reeves.
What
You're
was
like
that?
that girl from
Eat his fucking ass, let's be honest.
Jesus. By the way, because I was making a joke before the show. I'm saying, Roxy, the first thing you say has to do with eating ass. There's a point to this moment. I'm gonna bring this up later, but goddamn it, you and ass eating, what the fuck? But anyways,
What? I don't eat it. I just like getting my ass ate.
I eat it. Hi.
Jesus fucking
Sorry.
Christ.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw my fucking old ass, my old wrinkly ass, gonna throw myself off a fucking bridge.
At least I'm getting my ass ate, bitch.
Anyways, who said that? Cedric, thank you. It's time to stop, both of you. I could kiss you on your fucking cheek, no homo. Which nothing wrong with that, but thank
Hey
you,
man,
Cedric, so
hey,
much.
all girls and dudes got cheeks. So technically, Nick, that is gay to kiss another man's cheeks.
Yeah, that's true. Or I guess I don't know.
Yeah, hard stance. It's gay to kiss another man if you're a dude.
But I just want to let you all know too. And Chad, this is you guys too. So don't act like you're not out of this. But you motherfuckers,
Dick, you can
shamed
just
me.
stop this right now.
No, 'cause the
But you
chat
have a
shamed
tendency
No, he's
to
not.
dig
Keep going,
to
Diaz.
China every point you make.
No, Chad.
Don't listen to him.
You
Keep
guys
going.
shamed me when I told you guys, Chad. When I said, hey, if you like ass, you're kind of a little gay because men have asses too. You all said, ooh, what kind of weird thing is that? It's like, what's weird about it? I thought we were all accepting, motherfuckers. Like, what the shit? God damn it. accept other people and their weird things, except for when.
Yeah, as you tell Roxy not to start speaking ass and not accepting her and Ganja.
But then again, she didn't even say hi. She was like, I asked and munch and munch.
Well, you didn't ask
asked
her.
the question. Hey, do you guys think I'm in fucking love with Stone Cold Steve Austin? And I'm like, yeah, you'd suck the fart out of his ass if you could.
God, you just
Which you
imagine-
would.
I'm just.
She's right though,
imagining how his
Roxy
voice
is
would
the
be.
ass.
Nick, you should have quit while you're ahead.
Thank you, Alan. Shut up. Help me.
But
Like, I
I
literally
don't
told you,
mind.
you should have quit while you're ahead like 5 minutes ago and you didn't listen.
I didn't listen.
Hi.
I didn't hear because my head was all up in Stone Cold's ass.
Clearly.
Fucking dummy.
Well, it must have been a nice break out of your own ass.
I was like, what? Sorry, I just wanted to say that. No one's gonna get that. That's okay. Anyways, though, no, I do not have a crush on Stone Cold Steve Austin. But since we're
Bullshit.
gonna go there, I'm gonna ask you, Alan. Out of all, because everyone's trying to be all normal, I guess we can't say any gay things here in this fucking call. You
Wait, do you want to say gay
people.
things?
I think
Yes,
it's
he
okay
does.
to say gay things.
I was gonna say gay things, man. It's 2020.
Gay things.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. But the thing is, though, is man crush. Alan, who would you say you have a man crush on in the world of entertainment?
Keanu Reeves.
Terry Crews.
Liar.
Really?
Wait,
Terry
what?
Crews?
Really?
Yeah.
He has a lot of muscles.
Oh
man.
wow.
I did
Have you
not
seen
expect
that man?
from
He
you.
is he's
Oh,
a Greek
no.
god.
No. I just wasn't expecting. I literally were about. I thought you were gonna say Keanu
Man's a
Reeves.
Greek god.
Yeah, honestly, I still think you're just trying to hide the Keanu Reeves thing because you legitimately have a crush on him.
No, I like Keanu Reeves. I like him as a person. We're talking about man crush. Yeah, Terry Crews. That man's a Greek god.
He would definitely be the bottom for Terry.
Well, the thing is, I don't even think like. Okay, like here's the thing. I'm gonna just pretend I'm a girl for a second. I know, like, crazy thing. I would want
It's
to
like
be
the
with
first
a
time
guy. Shut up. Fuck you. If I was a girl, I wouldn't want to be with somebody like Terry Crews, all those muscles and shit. Like same thing like with Batista.
Yeah, because girls have never liked muscles.
No, but dude, that's too much muscles. Like he probably can't even wipe his ass.
To be fair, guys who have who kind of work out that much, like their muscles tend to be hard. So like a lot of times girls like a little bit of more skin, or plush, you know,
Yeah.
so that they
Look,
can
I don't give a
lay
fuck about
on
what
them
y'all
and
or the rest of
stuff.
women think. This is
I
my
know, I'm just saying.
In this fucking call.
Wait, what happened?
I said we support man titties in this fucking call.
Okay,
Go.
but even that too, like the rock titties, like those, even musket titties are gross on dudes. Like I feel like that's kind of like if I was a chick.
I don't know what you're
Okay,
saying. I'm looking
the
at this
rock
fat titty.
muscles are not gross. Can I just say that? Thank you.
Okay, well I mean I don't know. Like, are you sure it's not just the Rock's charisma that makes you think the gross stuff about him is still attractive?
Nah, his body's banging.
It's a unibrow.
Yeah. Gotta jump at you though, man crush.
I don't know. I'm just looking at my body, and be like, damn, got like a B cup
Wait,
here
you wanna fuck
developing.
yourself? What the fuck was that?
No, I'm actually more ashamed of myself than anything.
Well, yeah, me too. But we won't get.
But
deep
but
here.
I'm also looking at it like food delicious though.
I know, but man crush though.
I know.
Whose dick you want to suck at? Ganja, I'm trying to get you.
Oh, my ADD kicking in. I'm focused on something else. What do you want?
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, hey, Allie, girl crush. Go.
All right, girl crush. Okay, Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah, she's just beautiful. Like, just look at her for hours and just like, why is the world unfair?
I
It's like-
know what Roxy's is, but I'm gonna let her say it because I know I've asked her on this on the show before. But Roxy, girl crush, go.
Who you think it is?
Linda Hamilton.
Well, she's one of them.
Okay, who's another one?
See, I like different variety of women. I just don't like the real bougie uppity ones. Like, I like Cardi. I like Linda Hamilton. I like, I don't know her real name, but on Twitter and Instagram, her name's Just Livin' Baby.
Uh-huh.
Her. Michelle Pfeiffer, specifically in fucking
Her.
Batman Returns.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wait, Batman's a man though.
Batman Returns.
No, I
the
said in
movie,
Batman
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Returns.
Wait, so you mean the movie has a vagina? What the fuck? What?
No, he's
Oh
talking
my
about
god,
Her is
pendejo. I'm
Catwoman.
talking about fucking Michelle
Oh.
Pfeiffer.
Nick, you're
I'm
so
sorry.
fucking dense sometimes.
I know it's just like, oh, you want to like fuck a VHS tape? Like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yes, that's exactly
I'm
what
gonna
she said.
imagine
Nick,
Roxy's
you
pulling
should
the
know.
tape
You're in that movie, man. You should know the cast.
Oh my.
Oh,
that's funny,
okay,
Nick.
I got another one. Margot Robbie.
Oh yeah.
I never got why
She's
anyone finds her
so pretty.
attractive.
Oh my god, are
She
you
is
serious?
all right at best. I
She's
never
so
got like.
pretty.
She is all right at best.
Her cheekbones, her big eyes,
She
her
is the definition of like the
lips.
60s, what the 60s thought was the most attractive. Like, I'm sorry, but like she is all right at best.
I like her.
what-
You know what? I like her because it's her body, she's fit, but she's not skinny. She looks like she has a little bit of meat on her bones. She looks healthy. Like
Who's Joe Manganiello?
Joe
Oh,
Manganiello.
Italiano.
Who
Manganiello.
the fuck is that?
He's in Magic Mike.
Oh, yeah.
So
he
he
was,
was Vergara's husband.
Yeah.
Speaking of Magic Mike, to answer your question originally, Nick, it was Matthew McConaughey for a little while.
Oh, you
Wait,
got some
what?
bad taste, son.
Matthew
dude.
McConaughey?
Look, man, if I was at that high school, he would have got me.
Okay, sure.
He has the same magic as like Joe Exotic.
What?
What the fuck? That's a bad
Somehow
thing to say
getting
right
more
now.
random with every sentence.
Look, I went gay for tigers, all right?
I fucking guess so.
Was it the padlock, babe? Was that what got
No, it's just his cool ass demeanor to be like, I got you gonna suck my dick. Oh man, I guess you say it that cool then, I guess.
Oh Jesus!
It's like some coast shit more than anything.
Jen, I'm gonna ask you, what is your girl crush?
Let me pull out the list.
I mean, besides Beyonce.
Beyonce, Rihanna, Julia Fox, Megan Fox. Let's see, Normani, Megan Thee Stallion. Who else?
Jesus, I'm actually really surprised. I will say, Julia Fox. Who is she? She's not a sister of Megan Fox.
She's the one that was in
Uncle Gems.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's very pretty too. Yeah.
Oh, still need to see that.
That was her first movie, by the way, too. That I'm surprised that, like, right away, like, because I think that usually you're a person who will look into like the personality shit before you're like, hey, I think they're hot, whatever. But like, yeah, but Julia Fox is very, very pretty, and she's a good actress too, and no bullshit.
Wow.
As well. And by the way, Allie, what the fuck? You haven't seen Uncut Gems? Go watch that.
I know.
Shit.
I'm waiting for it to like get on sale for rent
Oh, just
before I commit. Well, like it's on sale for buying, but I'm kind of like I don't know if I'm gonna watch the movie more than once. So I'd rather just.
I mean, here's the thing. I
It's
think
on Netflix, so fucking go watch it.
Yeah.
It's not on Netflix.
And Canadian.
Braxton.
Netflix,
Oh,
usually.
well, we
Good
watched. We
Times
saw
on
it. It's a Netflix
Netflix.
movie.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently it was funded partly by Netflix.
Oh, shoot. I guess.
But no,
making
man.
it the best Netflix movie ever.
Yeah, I really do love the movie, but at the same time, like, I feel like if you're not into chaos or whatever the fuck, like, that movie's gonna get on your fucking nerves. Like, it's
Oh
just-
no, I love Good Times. So like, I really wanted to watch Uncut Gems because I really like the director.
Every time you make a payment,
Good
good times. Every time you make a friend, ain't we lucky we got 'em? Good times. Oh fuck my throat.
Gotcha, that joke has never been funny.
Look, I don't care. I just like seeing good times. All right.
Gene said,
So
did you see
fucking what? But it's not funny.
Wolf of
Look.
Wall Street. Yeah, I heard the movie's 3 hours long. Is Leonardo DiCaprio just being great at everything?
Shakira too.
Which one?
Shakira.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you,
Shakira,
sir.
yeah.
I don't go suck a dick.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Alan doesn't really know what funny means.
Yeah, but they're only doing that to go against me. It's funnier to go against me
Austin
than the actual
said you're
joke.
his favorite.
You know, what I've taken
He
away
says
from
Gotcha's
this
his
chat.
favorite.
What I've taken away from this chat is Brie Larson doesn't have a butt.
Oh no, her ass is a piece of paper. Like
I have
that's been
never-
established.
I've never looked.
The internet did because they hate her.
No, they're talking about how
I
Tom
know!
Holland.
There's
Tom Holland
literally,
had
like,
about her.
millions of YouTube videos about like how not to be like Brie Larson, have charisma, not like Brie Larson, why everyone hates Brie Larson, why the whole entire Avengers cast hates Brie Larson. I'm like, dang.
Okay,
Coming
the
for
thing
her.
about Brie Larson is she is an outspoken feminist, and I respect it because she doubles down, and I will always respect someone that doubles down, no matter how right or wrong they are. You double down, I'll immediately be like, you know what? At least they're doubling down on whatever the fuck they believe in.
I doubled down that I'm better than you at jokes.
Yeah, but you're stupid. You actually don't double down. You really go, well, you know, I'm actually not that funny. Like you go back and forth.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's the thing, like, yeah, what you say, Alan, about Brie Larson is that I was looking at a video of her interviews and stuff like that, and she comes off very defensive about, like, when people, like, ask her a question, and it's not even probably coming from, like, a negative, like, intent. Like, it's probably more of, like, positive intent. She doesn't have that positive intent. So she always comes back, like, with a snarky remark and a defensive answer, like, that person is attacking her, like, all the time. And that, like, when people usually, like, have received compliments on, like, themselves or what they've done, usually that person, you know, replies with, like, oh, well, you know, it was because of this person. Like, I want to just give thanks to, like, my whole cast and, like, my stunt person or whatever for whatever. But she's just like, yeah, I'm great.
Yeah.
And you're like, how are you, like, that is so unlikable. Like, I get it. I like look at those things. I still like her, but I just look at those interviews and I'm like, wow, like no wonder people don't really like her. Like she's just...
I don't give a fuck. Let her stand by her point and don't let the internet
Sure.
bully you into submission. Fuck what they think.
But at the same time, like you can't be always coming on the defensive, assuming that everyone's attacking you.
No,
like,
fuck it, do it. They usually are.
I don't.
But
as somebody that's
but,
constantly being attacked, like I'll fucking fight all y'all. You have to keep your arms up.
Let me
You
ask,
never let anyone.
out of
we've
curiosity,
but it's just like minor questions that someone's asking, and she comes back like, "Why would you answer? Well, that's so stupid. Why would you answer?" Like that type of stuff's condescending and like very unlikable, and not charismatic at all. No one wants to be around someone that's like that.
Really quick though, because I've been wanting to ask this, and we might as well just ask on the show. Because if you disagree with me, I could just ask the chat because they're right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck you! And
but let me ask you though.
They don't like you either, Diaz.
Do you feel
Make David Lee do a pose between which one of us they fucking like.
Please, God, don't. But Alan, do you feel that you're attacked mostly like literally attacked first most of the time with the chat, or do you feel like you attack it all? Like what's the ratio
50-50.
between the two?
50-50.
Oh God!
I go after the chat.
My ass.
Sometimes the chat goes after me.
How do you feel, Alan? How do you feel about
Yeah,
this?
how do you feel?
Gonna turn into a therapy session.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, Allie, I don't know if you knew this, but this right here is actually a cleverly staged intervention.
I will leave. You have literally no power over me. I have a rest of my house I can walk around.
I know. I'm sorry, Alan. Oh, Austin, God, you're such a motherfucker. He loves you so much.
No, he doesn't. He literally just said that Gaj is his favorite.
You're number 2. You're number 2.
Okay, he's
Why am I always
Just
number
like
two?
your jokes. Just like your jokes.
You know what's
Shut
funny,
the
though?
fuck up.
One of these days, I'm going to do a show just by myself, and Austin's going to come in here and be like, you know what, Nick? Don't tell nobody else, but you're my favorite. I'm going to be like, okay, I won't tell anybody else. I'm going to call your ass out the next show, goddammit. Marissa's saying, Alan, honestly, dude, it's because you're a bit high-strung. Your overreaction's a little...
I'm not high-strung.
Dude, you just proved
I'm kidding. I did that for the joke.
Okay, I'm about to say, motherfucker. That was like me making the Final Fantasy joke. You got me.
I'll be honest, I'm a little bit jealous of the bird, though. Cedric's like, yeah, my favorite member of TCA is at Penelope. And I'm just like, yeah, fucking A. Like, I don't know. Like, just because it's an animal. Like, if I had a fucking cat, I just kept showing it to the webcam.
You do have a cat.
I know, but like, I don't show it on the webcam. Well,
you don't show yourself on webcam.
Because I am the cat. No, I'm just joking. He's saying, just when I think Nick has an opinion I agree with, he ruins it with this next one. Oh, that's fucked
Nick, for the last time, it's Day. Dale's the artist.
Dude,
can you pronounce this man's name right?
By the way, I thought his name was Dezo because it's no spaces.
You called him Die.
I know, but I was like, you know, fuck it. I'm not gonna say the whole thing.
You're so wrong. Learn how to read.
Jesus Christ! And then Hochada, you just call me a pussy. Anyways, here's the thing, though. I don't even know where to go.
Is that how you say that?
Roxy, did you accidentally hit an A at the end of that name, or did you mean to put 2 A's?
I don't know who that person is, but I completely agree with her.
What do you are, a pussy, Diaz? You know what I mean?
I thought you were trying to do Will Valley accent at first.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, I think sometimes Roxy sounds Mexican. Sometimes she sounds like fucking like a little hickish, like hee-haw, whatever. And then like right now, you sound like you're from Brooklyn. Like I don't know.
I blame the Midwest.
Yeah, it's like all over.
Midwest is a lawless wasteland.
Pretty much.
Which they'll eat anything. It's just Fallout New Vegas, but with ranch dressing.
And cheese. Shitloads of cheese.
Midwest is that Midwest, all those states are pretty much like if someone asked you to name the 50 states of the United States, those are the states you probably forget about.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Vermont.
The Midwest is basically like Florida's like the socially like cool kid. So it's like cool for him to be weird. They laugh at that and they think it's funny. The Midwest is basically that one quiet kid in the class that'll shoot up like the entire fucking joint.
Yeah.
What? That's the Midwest.
So Alex,
What? You out here. We will cut a bitch off here in the mid fucking West, bitch.
You know, Jet,
we stab people for fun
God.
in the Midwest.
Marissa, I think you're cool. You're in Florida.
Do you know how many fucking crosses we come across? Every fucking street that we're at,
Wait,
bitches
are they on
stabbed
fire?
and shot all the time fucking out here.
There was a joke there, just like, you know how many crosses I come across? Man, cross.
No, like when so the first time Garrett came to see me and visit my family and everything, it was nice, it was sweet. Like the tour was just, oh hey, that place has really good ice cream, but like 3 people died in there. But it's still lit though. I still give them my money. And this person got shot here, person got stabbed there. A house exploded
You know, find me a
like 2 days ago.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, people killing each other because they have nothing better to do, and there's nothing else to do there.
At least we can pay rent.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this: I've been on a high of watching like these like true crime stories and like murder mysteries and stuff like that actually happen in real life. And most of these serial killers are from the Midwest. I'm just saying.
No, because I was gonna ask that
we
too.
bitches up out
California.
here.
No, because I was gonna ask that too. Like, because I mean, she's not the only Midwestern in here. Like, I was gonna ask Jet. Like, do you ever get mad about like how many people say certain stereotypes about Chicago or Illinois in general? Like, do you ever feel like no, they're running the money, or just kind of like making some shit up and pretty much treating you guys like shit?
I mean, it's kind of accurate. I mean, I don't get angry at it, but it's just like, I mean, I feel like a lot of that should be like more pointed towards Florida, if anything. But still,
You shut your mouth, gun capital of the world.
Florida's the fucking weirdest, one of the weirdest.
first of all, you know fucking alligators or crocodiles or whatever. There's always someone fucking naked.
Y'all
Someone
not
doing
kidding.
some dumbass shit. Someone always sticking something up their butt.
Funny.
Look,
I
let's
will
be.
say this. What I love about Florida is Publix. Publix
Yeah.
has been lit every
Cubics,
single time
isn't
we've
it
gone
called?
there.
Yeah,
We have a
hold on.
Publix here too.
I have a couple pubics, but the thing is, sorry.
You just had to.
Well, Alan was setting me up for the joke. I had to take advantage. But here's the thing, though. Publix.
I mean,
actually
you
is
really
pretty nice.
didn't.
I don't know. I'm just stupid. But no, Publix is actually a pretty nice store. But the thing is about fucking Florida, it's like I don't know how everything's so like price gouge and so like elaborate and like oh it's so nice and pretty here. And like dude, I'm telling you, like most of what I've seen from fucking Florida was just garbage, man. Like I really do not like that place. Even at nighttime, it doesn't even look pretty outside. Like in LA, I've never been to LA, but like you'll see like skylines where it just looks beautiful. Even in movies, like Miami doesn't look that great. Like it's nothing like a Las Vegas or a New York or whatever the fuck. Like I'm sorry, but fuck Florida, man. Especially Miami, dude. Like that's some bullshit. Orlando's something else, but at the same time, I didn't experience it a whole lot.
Well, to be fair, we went to Florida when there was a hurricane,
but still,
so
it's
we
still
didn't get
pretty
a chance.
outside.
We didn't get a chance to see like the main part of Miami. So like you can't really say that wasn't really a good judgment. Like even I like would know. Yeah, I would definitely want to visit again because I know there's just not nearly as much as like that we've seen. Like that's just a small sliver of probably how it really is there. I still prefer Orlando for Disney World and Universal, but Miami seems like a cool place.
Yo, all right. So Diaz of the artist, or where the fuck his name's pronounced, Florida will be the guy that puts an entrepreneur in his Twitter bio.
Yep.
That's the whole fucking state.
Look, let's fucking be real here. Between Chicago and Florida, I'm not sure which is the real life Gotham City. I feel like they're both just separate halves of Gotham City.
All right, so
they have
you
all the crazy bullshit.
Want me to break it down for you? Because I've been to both pretty frequently, especially that Roxy lives out there, so it's one of those things that I get to see a lot of. One of the things that I've noticed is the difference between Chicago and Florida is Florida still has the kind of the aesthetics of like Hollywood that you see on the west coast of LA. So a lot of clubs, a lot of that shit. Where Chicago is more business districts and they have like things parceled out different places. Whereas Miami is just all one big club area and bars and just tourist traps. So if you don't like the vibe of Miami, even the slightest, you're not going to like it at all. Whereas Chicago offers more in the different sections. Some of it is just straight out racist segregation in the city, but it does add to the different flavors of the city and vibes.
Oh,
Like
man.
I said, I'm not sure which is the real life Gotham City. I'm going to go with a mix of both.
Basically like New York.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Very
I think
similar.
Chicago is better than New York, honestly.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's cleaner, first of all, and the biggest thing with the city is I don't like Chicagoans when they don't give a fuck about you, they literally don't give a fuck with just you. Where New Yorkers still size you up and shit, and they'll still look at you and they'll still check you out. Whereas Chicagoans, y'all don't give a fuck about anybody. Y'all ain't got time for nobody. Y'all mind y'all business. Like I have walked the streets of New York and like smoked, and people still look at me, do that little little fake cough. In Chicago, I've smoked a straight up blunt, and the cops haven't even fucking cared.
Huh.
Yeah.
I feel like more liberals are like, not that there aren't liberals in Chicago, but I feel like because there's so many more younger people and like, I guess like, different thinkers there in New York. Because like New York is like the first place you think of, like if you're gonna like if you're a young person, you're like I want to go and move to a big city, right? Like Chicago might be second, but like New York's usually always the first place that people think about. So like all those people that are probably like, coughing like, fake coughing or whatever, like to make a point. Those are people that are probably out like at these, those protests and stuff like that they have in New York all the time. Mm-hmm. Like you don't see that really.
Like even New York City, like even the bar I went to with Double Toast, they had the large smoker section. Like there are smokers in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like they're just still bougie. Like it's kind of that LA vibe I recognize. Like people still want to be something. They're trying to be something they're not, or they're on their way to do something. And that just causes the attitude of like, I'm just looking out for myself. And it's more of a mindset of like, oh, I don't want that tobacco smoker that we smoke to affect my lungs. Where in Chicago, it's more like, bitch, I'm trying to get where I go. You smoke that blunt, I don't give a fuck, but that shit hits my face, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah. I wish I was more into like this conversation or whatever, but I'm too busy looking at the chat shit going, that's all this is coming fucking next.
What?
What?
Really, you're killing Cedric.
No. Oh yeah, he's saying
Cedric just blessed me to eat ass, so now I have the holy blessing of Cedric now.
The fucking virgin comment, the ganja's a pretty.
You saw this, you a bitch. I'll fuck you up. Don't you fucking yell at my face.
I was not a virgin.
Whoop your ass.
You know what's funny though is like, and this is the cool thing about like when you find somebody with the fucking when you're fine with somebody with the fast typing, whatever the fuck. Solidus knew that Alan's gonna react a certain way, so he made sure to apologize before. And
I don't give a fuck. That's not how it works with me. I don't give a goddamn shit. Fuck you.
Why are New Yorkers so depressed? Because the light at the end of the tunnel is New Jersey. That's good.
I will say though, I think a big example of like why I feel like Chicago is probably better, because I wasn't even in Chicago a whole lot. I was mostly in Rockford. But the thing is, as I can see from other people talking about the place, is that it's almost like a not as New York, but there's enough like normalcy there where you don't feel like you're completely out of your element going to Chicago. I think that's like one of the best things about like Vegas too. Is like, yeah, the Strip is fucking extravagant, but only for the Strip. Everywhere else is like home. It's just, I think everyone has. I don't know, like, except for that Strip, is Las Vegas really that big? Like, is it really a big deal to anybody else, or is there like nothing to do really?
What do you mean? We did like we ran
outside of the Strip. I mean, it's just kind of like, eh.
Yeah,
we went outside the Strip. We went to Fremont Street. It's like the other side of that area. There's a lot of crazy.
No, but I mean like that too. Like, I mean, those are like the two.
I think what Nick's talking about, like, it's like the Disney stuff for Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if you go like, oh, I went to Orlando, it's different than Disney. No, you still went to theme parks.
Yeah.
But that's not all Orlando. Me and Roxy got to see a lot more outside Vegas. We went to the boba shop with my mom and Chloe, who is my sister. Mm-hmm. And they got to enjoy some of like the outside foods and stuff that you can get there, only because most restaurants, like especially immigrant families that come, they try to set up in the Strip. They can't get a location, so they'll set outside of the Strip. So that's why you get like a lot of those bomb food court and not food courts, food trucks and stuff that are outside the Strip. If we had more time, we would have done it. But because it was our first time going to Vegas, you really want to see this tourist stuff. Because once you've seen it, you've done it. So when next time you come, you can actually explore Vegas and stuff you want. Like next time, if we have enough time, we could go to Hoover Dam. Honestly, it's just a big ass dam in the middle of the desert. But it's amazing to look down and see the.
I'm good, man. I don't. Let's look at the giant.
We can always talk to Alan in a hang glide soon and see if he flies.
Mauricio's
I'll fly straight into the fucking ground.
No, but yeah, we're really glad we're able to get our trip out of the way and shit. But at the same time, I almost wish we didn't do any of that stuff because, you know, everyone's kind of like, you know,
Nick, if we didn't do anything then, we would have never done anything because like a week after we came back, the world decided to end.
No, I know that, but like, yeah, it's like I'd rather not do anything than be scared. Like, oh shit, I better not fucking tell my boss off this week. Holy shit, you know what I mean? Like,
man, we know that. We know about you. You'd rather fucking stay in a box the whole fucking time.
But anyways, so here's the thing. I know we've been shooting shit about lots of stuff, but yeah, I do want to do just one topic. And we'll get the fuck out of here. It's all good.
One little topic.
One little topic. But yeah, man. So apparently this game came out, and I didn't know about this, but Cookie Mama was trying to make some kind of fucking return. Cookie Mama Cookstar for the Switch.
All right. So is it a game? This is what I have to ask. Is it an actual game?
Yes, it is an actual game. Well, I mean,
it got levels, control scheme.
Okay, well, like. No, I mean I don't really know entirely because.
All right, because this is my thing. Like, I don't know how this works. So I know like you need because 90s is a big like Bitcoin dude, so you need a lot of like process power that focuses specifically on making the Bitcoin. So when this came out, I'm like, all right, so is it like
you?
Is it something like you get for your Android where it's like a flash game or something that's like low on power supply, or is it like a full blown Cooking Mama game? Which I'm just like, how the fuck did they do that?
Well,
Yeah, 'cause-
you don't need a high processing power if you have a fucking lot of them going. Like, from what I read in the background, is it just does Bitcoin shit in the background, which is hella fucking illegal. I'm surprised that Nintendo didn't catch it. But if you have a million players fucking low balling the Bitcoin market, it's just as good as having a really high end computer doing the same thing. So this is the equivalent of like anyone ever see the movie Office Space?
I have not.
Nope.
Fuck, but there's like they make this program that they steal like a quarter of a penny off every transaction, and after like a million transactions, that evens out to like a lot of money. That's the same kind of thing here, where they basically use each individual switch to do a bit of Bitcoining, so that the person that runs the game would be able to actually access the millions of people that probably bought the game and are actually able to get a lot of money from it. Which again, hella fucking illegal, because you're essentially using their information to get money off of them without their knowledge. And Bitcoining is still the legally gray area. We still haven't really come out with ways to do laws about it, which is why a lot of criminal activity is starting to use Bitcoin.
Yeah, because the biggest thing for me that I took away from this is at the very bottom of the article, it says something about some unnamed member of the development team had an exclusive discussion with whoever the fuck works with Screen Rant, and apparently they said that the words or terminology being used for cryptocurrency was actually used as a buzzword to get people to click on the articles that are talking about this whole situation just to get clicks. And he was basically saying like, yeah, like the people at 1P, which I don't know if they're called 1UP or they're called one player. I don't know what 1P means. But basically said that they don't even have the technology to even do this. So, and then he also said too that everyone from Sony as well as from Steam, they did vigorous, he used the word vigorous, analysis projects on just trying to find like, fucking Roxy, it means 1 pp.
It means one.
Stupid. But,
Oh no, Pippi!
Oh.
1 pp! No, but... Yeah, apparently they fucking they went over to or he just basically said like they reviewed the game thoroughly, like they went through everything, and this had to go through so many fucking steps to get to where it got to that if these things didn't come up about the cryptocurrency thing and overheating Nintendo Switch consoles, like the shit ain't real, like this didn't happen.
Well, overheating is a thing to do that, because it again, like Anj says, it runs really, really powerful, but when you have a system that's not really designed to be a powerhouse and using that. The Switch is a console. It's a handheld console. Take all the pieces of a PS4 and put it in your hand. Guess what? What's a piece there? A fucking heatsink. Guess what happens when a fucking heatsink overheats without a proper ventilation shaft, which is what the Switch is. It gets fucking hot, and it's going to start destroying the system.
Yeah, because I'm trying to look for it right now too. I'm actually on Google just searching around. But
So me and Roxy have been watching Cell at work, and what you described to me is like the Switch has a fever.
Pretty much.
But
It doesn't have a proper ventilation shaft.
But the thing I was going to bring up though is that Nintendo Switch, apparently the first generation, they're all burning, like their docks or whatever the fuck. If you leave it in, they're charging too much. It actually like legitimately burns it into its shape, like the fucking.
Yeah, because it's warping it. Basically, it's heating up so much that it's just warping. It's all plastic. It's a plastic encased in whatever the metals are inside. It's the equivalent of the red ring of death, but we've had better technology since the 360, so we don't have that problem. But it still overheats. That's the huge problem.
No, I'm sorry. I'm laughing like you're funny.
Fuck
I
you.
love you.
It gets hot.
Fuck you, Cedric.
Might want to switch
Fuck
the
you.
temperature.
Where to God, I'm
I
gonna fight you.
fucking
Wish I could
love
just crawl to the chat and beat the shit out of you.
That's good, Cedric. Mwah. Fine.
Well,
Cedric.
from my understanding, like back in the day, Nintendo used to use basically like the cheapest things imaginable to try to form their consoles and then make fucking mad bank off of that.
Yeah.
And they're probably still doing that to this day, because when I first opened my Switch, I was like, oh, this looks like a cheap little tablet from like Shopko. I was expecting more, like with the presentation, everything, the way you see it in commercials, the way you see it like IRL. I was like, oh, this is going to be nice. But then I held it and I'm like, this feels kind of cheap. But at least it'll do. It'll manage. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a toy. That's the biggest thing. But it's like I'm kind of glad it feels like a toy, because when I have like a PS4, like I'm scared as fuck. Like I'm gonna break this one day. Like, this ain't gonna be fixable. Like, you know what I mean?
And yeah, they straight up went the cheapest stuff because they don't want to sell a $2,000 fucking. They're not trying to sell an iPad here, where it's like $1,000. They're like, yeah, we're gonna sell you this fucking $300 gaming device, and you can. And the benefit of it is like, yeah, none of the games look as good as on your PS4 or Xbox, But hey, that Doom game you want to keep playing, play it on your way to work. Play it while you're on the toilet. In some cases, there's no fucking delay between you putting it in dock mode and you being in tablet mode. So fuck it, have fun. Like that, it's designed exclusively for everything that it does, and it does it well. But it's like, yeah, it's not going to run your games at the top specs, but you're able to fucking move around with it, which is impressive.
Sorry.
Why do I bother talking?
No, I'm sorry.
No!
Roxy, stop. I want to put Titty in this.
Phone, and then I was on my phone.
Fuck all of
The
y'all.
Switch has thermal pads, one titty
No,
fan.
I was looking at it. I was looking at my phone, and then I glance up, and then I see the fucking comment. I'm like, what? What a minute, what? Titty fan. And then I looked at it again. Obviously, it's not Titty fan, but I just thought it was funny.
Titty fans would be a really good idea for consoles.
No.
I just feel like that would really help out the front of the fucking console. But
I'd like the Titty fan, basically.
and not to be even more unprofessional. Sorry for whoever's watching this. But the thing is, though, I had to ask one more question because I kind of gathered some information just in our discussion.
What's up?
Alan, you brought up just in the middle of your sentence here. You're like, yeah, man, it's gonna burn your percent if you're playing Doom. So take it out and play it on the go, play it in the bathroom, take it on the bus. Hold on, you play your shit in the bathroom?
No, but people do.
That was not a very confident no.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have a fucking Switch Lite, which means I play where the fuck I want.
Okay,
But there are people that do it all the
shit
time. You listen to podcasts, people say, "Oh yeah, man, I was on the toilet playing this shit. It's dope." Like people do that all the time.
I'll let you know right now. I'm not judging him because I do that shit too. You know,
Yeah, you don't use it on your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, and you guys are.
I know all of
confused
y'all
by
in this
sick
call are not
coronavirus.
judging me because half y'all bring your phones in there.
I don't.
I've talked to you
Yeah,
while
it's
pushing
literally
out a
the
third
same
DS.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
Fucking freaking bringing in a fucking $800 phone in. Like
You make me
you're
feel
getting on
safe
me
and it
'cause-
helps my bowel movement.
I hate to do this to everyone again because I know most of our audience is under the age of like fucking 40 or whatever. But people, millennials, you guys wonder why everyone's dying over the fucking germs disease, basically. Okay, you guys are dying from cooties because you fucking be playing video games on the shitter and then eating ass and fucking like that's such a great thing. Like even when Roxy came
Yeah,
in, like,
Nick, you're such a pinnacle of health.
I mean, no, but it's like, dude, like if I let me just say this: if I skipped washing my hands right now, I probably wouldn't get sick because I'm not gross outside of just touching my fucking keyboard.
This would be like one of those cartoons where like the next day, bro, you're not gonna believe who the fuck I caught corona.
But it's like, damn, like that's why people are buying toilet paper before they buy fucking Clorox wipes. Like, dude, cleanliness, clean yourselves. Fuck.
they're buying the Clorox wipes too.
Well, I mean, they're
so.
doing that now, but like at first.
I wouldn't advise Clorox wipes.
Milk and toilet paper are the first two things to go, by the way, which is funny because imagine people buying a bunch of milk and going to the refrigerator and being like,
Yeah,
oh, fuck, like,
don't buy that much milk, folks.
yeah,
like
stupid. You can't fucking
dairy-
goddamn.
Unless you're using it like literally every day, like.
and you okay, by the way, quick thing
that
for
point, you're
expiration
gonna get
dates.
kidney stones
Expiration
drinking that
dates
much.
are a general
Okay.
suggestion except for dairy products.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will says
I've
take
always
down.
thrown it out after the dairy. After
I literally ate
Yeah.
6-month expired chocolate and it was fine.
Well,
I was
Oh.
getting rid of all the chocolate in my room and it expired in December. I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Did you get
Maybe.
sick afterwards? Is my question.
Yeah.
What?
Like, did you get sick afterwards? Like,
No.
did you get chorro? Did you throw up? Nothing?
Nope.
do
No?
you think his
Fucking
white ass
wow.
is gonna know what choro is? Did you get any toro? Did you get the corba?
Well, she said
He
throw
talks
up
to me,
and
you know?
shit. I'm gonna assume it's some version
You're
of a
gonna ask him
sickness.
how you fucking like flavors food next? Like he's not gonna know he's white. Sorry.
I'm not white, I'm Arab.
Oh,
No,
I
actually, we grew. I found this out the other night when we were hanging out. We actually grew up pretty similarly.
Yeah.
Very similarly, in fact.
Yeah, our cultures are very similar.
Okay, you know, honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. The reason why I even said that is because I didn't know what the fuck choro was.
Man, fuck you, Will Valley. Go fuck yourself. Kick me. Don't even get me started how I feel like you would suit, you stupid motherfucker.
Wow.
Damn, he threw some salt on.
Damn, he
I'll
was
fucking
the
fight
fashion
you.
police.
Alan's over here like that salt meme, just like, bitch, soaked.
You know, why you gotta act like that's your buddy?
Fuck you. Well, we call JP in here so you can yell at him too.
And look, if
I
you
don't mind
just
JP, but if you're gonna threaten to hit me, I mean, you better hit me. You better kill me.
Man, I can't believe we got the cacarona. I'm sorry, I saw that.
That's
fucking-
how you said it, Diaz. You said cacarona.
I did not say that. You're over here saying chorro. What the
Oh,
fuck
my
that is.
bad. It was fucking
I
Gary.
like how you're just emphasis on it just to make sure you get it right.
Wait,
Yeah, 'cause
what?
You gotta do the tongue thing then.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Nick's really focused on getting that roll right so he can say it
I'm
properly.
really working on it, bro. I'm trying to get my
Why did
Mexican
Matthew
credits.
go and like put
What the?
like
Yeah.
Go to Google Translate and get some Korean text and put it in the chat.
I don't know.
That's
But
Japanese.
he knows how to.
Sorry,
speak to
I
me.
don't fucking. I'm gonna say this straight up. I'm ignorant as fuck. I can't tell the difference in writing between the West Asian fucking or East Asian fucking languages. Like I can't.
Korean has a bunch of circles.
I got one question. What are West Asians?
Jesus
Might
Christ,
be.
no, I'm not going into that. Tamara,
West Coast Asian.
West Asian is the Middle East.
We will
Western
watch
Asia is the
Castlevania
Middle
soon.
East,
We're not
basically.
talking about that. That's scary. I'm not gonna get in
How's
trouble.
that scary? Sorry, you find the Middle Eastern scary? You find Arab scary?
Oh,
Why would you find Arab
I don't
scary,
know. What
Nick?
shit,
Huh?
what countries do you want to talk about next?
Oh, you think my place is a shithole too? Why are you scared of Arabs, huh?
No.
Let me bring up a point here. Did y'all know y'all can access Osama bin Laden's
Oh no,
like,
not this again.
Animal Crossing game?
We got you through this, Roxy. We got you through this.
But Alan, you can do it. And then
But we
he
got you
watches,
through this.
Like,
You got you out of that rabbit hole. Don't go back in.
What the
he
fuck
watches
is going
the
on?
back when he was alive, you know. He watched the
Yeah,
titty
he watches it.
animes. He watched fucking Naruto. He was into Britney Spears. Like, wow.
Osama bin Laden, the terrorist, Nick.
Okay. No, I know who he is. Shut the fuck.
You might have heard about him.
I watched a commercial break in the 2001 before. Like I even know.
I was trying to send him, but I legitimately meant that.
Well, I don't know, cause like I don't know whether to think like, oh, I'm glad you told me that to inform me, or you think I'm that stupid I should be insulted.
I mean, honestly, it's both.
I was being nice.
I appreciate it.
It's also you, Nick, and you do kind of live under a rock, so there could have been a chance you don't know who else.
I just want to say, since everyone pretty much is watching Double Toast now, it could be a little bit more like loose. I want to say one thing is like the reason why I was so scared to bring up West Asian stuff, wherever the fuck, is because I literally refer to like food that you eat with with chopsticks. I refer to as chopstick food, and someone was like, "What do you mean by that?" And I said like, Asian food, or whatever, because I didn't want to say Chinese. Like I feel like if you say something direct, like Japanese or Chinese,
So I
you're
said
incorrect.
something more.
Yeah,
racist.
but I'm talking about like East Asian languages. That's not an insult. Like that's a region of the world. That's like saying, "Oh man, yeah, Australia has some fucking weird ass shit." What do you mean Australia? I mean the continent.
No, I know, but with Americans, it's a different thing. Like if you got like any kind of like black culture wrong, and you said the wrong thing, it's like, wait, you're saying we're all this fucking area? Like no. It's like that's the same thing with Asian stuff. It's like I feel like it's being disrespectful to just assume that something's Japanese. Like that lettering that Matthew Bedard put in there. It's like I wouldn't say Korean. I wouldn't say Japanese. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I
like
said
it's
East Asian language. Just
I
like I was like, oh,
Korean.
It's Japanese.
Yes, Japanese.
Are we sure? It's
I mean,
Japanese?
hey, she knows she's a weeb.
Okay.
No, yeah. I mean,
Alan, you nerd. I'm
studied,
not a weeb.
I studied the language. I know a little bit of katakana.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here. That's like I
Yeah,
went
we
to school
both
for,
do.
which is why I know.
I too have studied the Benihanas.
Man, see, I don't want to insult nobody. God it.
Nick, fuck you, man. You insult every goddamn person.
I've also been to a hibachi.
Oh, bullshit! You want us to pull a few clips of the Ringside Hangout?
You find them. I don't know.
Don't tap me. You know I will.
No, I'll say it. Nakamura. Yeah, I said some bad shit about his eyes. The reason why is because the WWE show set him. God
Yeah,
damn
but
it.
just because the show said it doesn't mean you gotta repeat it.
I learned it from watching you, Dad. He's just looking at Vince.
Listen, I've been abused by my content.
Hey, how was WrestleMania, by the way? So before we end the
Oh,
show.
fuck you. I'm going to leave this fucking show. Hey, how's fucking, I don't know anything about it.
Arson Mountain
It's going
Blaze constantly
great.
getting updated, and Resident Evil 3 was a hit, and you liked it too.
Yeah,
What do you
how's Fox 10 News today, douchebag? Like,
What?
I don't know.
I don't
That's
fucking watch the news.
That's
let
his
alone
local
Fox.
station is Arizona.
No, because that's the thing.
Just you know what? Just say how's his coffin going.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, my God. But yeah.
Like how's your lungs?
Yeah,
My
over here-
lungs
Oh, I
are
thought you said
fine.
coffin. I was like, did I die?
No, either one. I mean, it both
Yeah.
fits. But here's the thing, though, guys. We're going to get the fuck out of here because obviously we're in the mood to just chill and we're going to be shooting the shit. And all these topics, I don't give a fuck. So, yeah, we'll
Wait,
talk
what
to
day
them
of the
tomorrow.
week is it?
What day of the week is
Oh,
it?
it's Monday, okay.
Yeah, it's not a good start.
I thought it was Saturday.
We don't know what day it is anymore. Everything is just blending
I used to
together.
keep track of the day based on work, and now I don't work, so I just kind of wake up, do some shit, go back to bed, wake up again, do a show, and I don't even know what show we're doing anymore.
You know, actually, right now, this is the Illuminati podcast, and we are in control.
Yeah.
That's all
We're
I
in
got.
control, so fuck you, go home.
Oh, thank you guys. Yes, share our shit when you guys can. We really appreciate it. Come hang out with us more often. That'll be super, super, duper duper cool.
Every Saturday.
Go watch Double Toasted. They're on right now. I'm gonna watch them. Actually, is Chris on? I'm gonna rate this fucker.
It's what's up, son, but I don't think Chris is on right now.
Mr. Chris Revan 7. Alright, guys. I'm rating Chris. I would rate Double Toasted, but they don't need our help. They're just so much better than us. I'm not salty.
Yes, you are.
A little bit.
It's the only thing you do.
Chris, here you go, buddy. Raiden. Alright, guys. Now we're out of here. Peace out. I just said Raiden. That's funny. Anyways, bye.